On day 1, I spawned in as a Wither Dinosaur. I was in my withering home, and we were the most feared dinosaurs in the world.
That's right, my son. And together, we will rule over the world!
Yeah, this is awesome. But just as I said this, the ground began to shake as some of my people fell underground. Our kingdom began to corrupt as everything turned to skulk.
Finally, we are back for our revenge. You've pushed us in the shadows, but now the entire world will be skulk.
The large warden ape commanded his army to rush in and start to attack my brothers and sisters.
You'll regret this! Defend our home!
My people charged in with my father to fight back, but no matter what they didn't stand a chance.
Most feared dinosaurs in the world, huh? Not anymore. It's time you go extinct.
Ah, no, we're not strong enough. We need to go, now!
After them.
On day 2, my father and I were running for our lives as more skulk corruption came bursting up all around us. Unfortunately, the corruption was too much, and we were completely surrounded. No! Dad, what's going on? Those apes said they were out for revenge?
Yes, but we don't have time. You must find our other Wither ancestors' fossils. It's the only way to stop this.
What? I can't do this alone! Just then, skulk tentacles shot up from below him, dragging him in.
I believe in you, son!
He was pulled down, and the tentacles came up around me too. No! This can't be how I go out! Out of pure panic, my 3 heads blasted out wither flames so powerful that I was pushed out of the infection. With this, I was able to run into a small tunnel to escape. No, my family. How am I going to save them?
Ooh, fire!
Huh? I looked over to see that I was in a cavern full of cavemen, and roasting above their fire was a large egg.
We eat good food tonight, boys!
I better get out of here before they see me. The cavemen continued to focus on their food while I snuck towards the exit. But along the way, I started to hear strange whispers. I looked over to see the voices were coming from a powerful looking fossil star. That must be one of the fossils my dad was talking about.
Hey, look! More food! Get it!
One of them hit me head on, stunning me. A cage slammed down around me, trapping me before I could even react. Wait, please, just let me go.
No! We were going to have egg. Now we eat roasted dinos!
On day 4, the cavemen grabbed torches and were about to light my entire cage on fire. Wait, stop! Fortunately, before they began to cook me, the egg started to shake. It cracked as 2 dodo feet stuck out of it.
Ah! Where am I? Mommy!
It began to dart around the room, running over anyone that got in its way.
Egg bad!
And thankfully, it charged right into my cage, breaking it open. Unfortunately, though, it ran over the fossil star, picking it up before it ran off. Hey, give that back! I followed it until we entered a massive lava cave. And shortly, the dodo was cut off by a massive lava mutant. It began to shoot lava everywhere, trying to take both of us down. Whoa! Wait a minute. That's the lava mutant from my brand new Minecraft Marketplace pack, Mutant Morph. That's right. I've been working so hard to create an awesome experience for you guys with loads of different elemental bosses. Start at my Fozo house, where we will team up on this epic journey. We will go throughout this world, finding various elemental structures and each unique boss. Taking them down one by one, you will get the powers to become a mutant morph of your choosing. Eventually, together, we will collect all the elemental keys and spawn in the final warden boss, the most powerful of them all. Jump into my world and join me as we become mutant morphs by clicking the first link in the description.
A little help here?
Sorry. The lava beast was taking over the cave, and if we didn't leave, we would be done for. Just then, the baby dodo threw me over the fossil star.
Get us out of here!
I quickly picked it up, causing its ancient power to seep in my bones. I gained 5 more hearts and can now unleash a loud wither roar. Awesome. Follow me, quick! With no other choice, the dodo ran over as I unleashed my new roar to blast a hole out of the cave. We fell down the hillside and landed safely in a large dodo nest.
What the? A wither dino? Stay away!
Ah! Hey, I can see! Mom? Dad?
Oh, my sweet baby. I thought we lost you.
Wait, did you save our son?
Yeah, why are you surprised?
You seem different. Follow me. I've got something to show you.
On day 5, I followed the dodo father to a large ancient wither shrine. Whoa.
You see, little one, the wither dinosaurs have ruled this land for generations, and it all began when 6 of your ancestors claimed it with their combined power. No one was more powerful than them, and they were cruel and hungry rulers. But when your ancestors passed, they left behind their fossil stars with remnants of that power, so your kind could rule the world forever.
So that's what my father was talking about. If I can collect all 6 stars, I can become strong enough to save my whole family.
Maybe, but no one knows where they are now. They've been lost to history.
Suddenly, we felt something massive stomping through the jungle towards us. What the? Looking back, I saw a massive zombie brontosaurus charging right through the area.
Library! Must get back to library!
Wait, a library? There might be information I need there. Hey, wait up! I quickly sprinted off after the dinosaur, and after some time, I came across an overgrown swamp where they had no problem walking through the water. I ran towards the water and jumped in, but the second I did, something in it bit me. Ow! I looked down to see a group of piranhas that were surrounding me.
Tasty!
That's not good. On day 6, I was getting bit into repeatedly. I quickly sent out a roar to push them back and jumped up to a nearby tree. Okay, water is not an option. Thankfully, I used the overgrown trees to jump my way up. And with every jump, the piranhas were lurking down below me.
Come on, come on, come on! Fall in!
I ran to the final jump just as the floor below me collapsed. Thankfully, though, I was able to roar out again, boosting me over to dry land. Take that, you crazy fish.
Too loud! I'm leaving!
Wait, no! I ran over to the brontosaurus as he led me to an abandoned library. But once I was inside, I saw a withered book on one of the pedestals. The history of my people. I went to reach for it when the dinosaur stomped down right in front of me.
What are you doing? These are my books!
I'm sorry, but I need to know more about the wither dinosaurs. Is there anything I could do to read it?
Well, I am getting hungry. Get me the rotting mushroom from the heart swamp, and then you can read it.
On day 7, I headed out into the swamp in search of the rotting mushroom. How in the world am I supposed to find this thing? Just then, I started to smell something. Wait, could that be it? I followed the horrible smell, which led me right to the center of the swampland. And there, I saw the source was the rotting mushroom. I can't believe he likes this stuff. When I picked it up, though, the ground shook around me.
Who dares pick on one of my children?
Oh no! I jumped back just as the giant mushroom came bursting up.
You'll die for this!
It slammed the ground with its head, causing deadly spores to shoot out around me. Gah! I was completely dazed by the poison and was now an easy target for him. The poison was really stacking up as I felt my heart getting lower and lower. No, I can't die here.
You will rot like all the other dinosaurs before you!
I felt my vision begin to fade. No, I won't lose. I have to be strong, like my father. With all the power I had left, I roared out again, hitting the mushroom head on and taking him down with one blow. And there, where he stood, was another fossil star. That's why he was so powerful. On day 8, the fossil star's power merged with my own, causing me to upgrade. I gained 5 more hearts and even more ancient wither powers. Sweet. My ancestors were no joke. With that, I made my way back to the abandoned library with the rotten mushroom. But when I arrived, I saw the zombie brontosaurus had eaten all the books? You gotta be kidding me.
Sorry, but you took too long. Good news is, I remember everything I eat.
Really? Did you learn anything?
Yes, I learned the truth between you and the warden apes.
What happened?
Years ago, you Wither Dinosaurs and warden apes both ruled through these very forests. The apes were happy with sharing, but your people were not. They got selfish and all decided together that there can only be one ruler, them. So they used force and pushed them the only place left they could go, underground.
That is awful. My people did that? I have to find a way to fix this. The apes are back and they plan to destroy everything. Just then, I heard a familiar voice scream out from nearby.
Please, just stay away from us.
The dodo bird family. I ran towards them and saw that the warden apes had completely surrounded them. Them again? No, I won't let them destroy another family. On days 9 to 10, one of the apes rushed in to attack, but without hesitation, I ran in front of them and bit him with my upgraded ability. Stay back!
Look at this, man. The weak defending the weak.
You guys are monsters. Someone has to stand up against you.
Us, the monsters? Your kind are the ones that forced us down into the deep dark. Your father was afraid of our power. But now, you all will get to experience it all for yourselves.
His words angered me as I ran up to try and bite into him, but he swatted me away like I was nothing. He then charged in for a final blow, but suddenly he was hit to the side by the large zombie brontosaurus.
Get on!
We all quickly hopped on its back, and he charged through the trees to escape.
Running away again, Wither? It seems the mighty really have fallen.
After some time, the brontosaurus took us far away to a hidden valley to keep us safe. I don't understand. I have my ancestors' power. Why couldn't I stop him?
Only with all 6 of your people's fossils will you be strong enough, little one. They have spent years in the deep dark waiting to overthrow your father.
You're right, but where do I even begin?
Oh, I know! One of those books talked about a group of dinosaurs in the desert. They stole one of the fossil stars not too long ago.
On days 11 to 12, I left the dodos and the brontosaurus in the hidden valley and journeyed out to the large open desert. Well, at least it won't be too hard to see anyone coming towards me. As I said this, there was a spray of dirt and sand that blocked my vision. What the? And as it cleared, I was surrounded by a pack of skeletal raptors?
Looks like someone came wandering into our territory.
Whoa, hold on. I'm just looking for a fossil star.
Yeah, you willing to risk your life for it?
If it means I get the star, I'll do whatever it takes. The raptors nodded towards one another and led me over to a makeshift starting line.
If you can beat my boy T-Bone here to that large cactus, then we'll tell you what you want to know.
All right, let's do it. I lined up across the other raptor on the starting line.
Good luck, Witherbones.
On your marks, get set, go!
We both sprinted off into the sand, racing neck and neck.
Not bad, but let's see if you can really keep up.
There, in front of us, the ground began to shift as a large ravine opened up. Whoa! On days 13 to 14, the raptor easily jumped over the ravine with his speed, but I accidentally slowed down in my hesitation. Not like this! Thankfully, I blasted a wither roar downwards to boost myself to the other edge, but this allowed the raptor to gain a massive lead. We continued to race, and I knew if I didn't do something quick, I was gonna lose my chance to getting that star. Come on, Fozo, think! That's when I noticed the raptor was about to go under an overhang. That's it! I roared out again, blasting the rock above him to crash down.
Oh no!
The falling rock slammed down on the raptor, allowing me to sprint right back and reach the cactus first. Haha, I did it!
Oh yeah? You really did it now. You killed T-Bone.
I'm okay.
Well, you definitely broke his bones. Put him in the cage.
What? No way! But before I could defend myself, 2 of the raptors pounced towards me.
What? No way! But before I could defend myself, 2 of the raptors pounced towards me. 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 2
When I woke up, I saw that I had been taken to the center of the raptor gang's base. Hey, let me out of here!
Not until you've learned your lesson, Wither. All right, boys. Who knows how to burn Wither bones?
You've got to be kidding me. I don't have time for this. I looked around the camp and saw that they were holding the fossil star high up. Bingo. On days 15 to 16, while the raptors were distracted talking about their plans, I bit into the bone bars, withering them in an instant.
What the? Stop him!
I rushed towards the star as the whole gang of raptors rushed in to stop me. They used their speed to cut me off left and right, forcing me to blast them back as I ran. Sorry, but nothing is stopping me from getting this fossil. I finally leapt up to where it was and was about to grab it when T-Bone dashed out in front of me and grabbed it first. What? I thought you were...
Milk heals your bones quicker than you think. See ya, loser!
He bolted off into the desert, so I ran after him, firing out attacks as we ran. Give it up! You can't run forever!
Oh, yeah? I could do this all day.
Suddenly, the sand erupted from below him as a massive sandworm came up and ate him whole.
No, it found us. Run, boys!
The entire gang ran away in fear as the worm began to charge in towards me. Oh no! I tried to knock it back with my wither abilities, but no matter what I did, it just kept spinning towards me. What is this thing? Just before it got to me though, it sank back into the desert. Huh? I guess it's full already?
Far from it, dude!
The ground under me started to fall away as I realized I was being eaten from below. On days 17 to 18, I fell into the large stomach of the sandworm. Ah, my head. Looking around at my new surroundings, I saw that the fossil star was sitting there for the taking. Oh, sweet. But as I was running towards it, I saw that the raptor from before was about to be dissolved in the worm's stomach acid.
Stupid worm and its stupid appetite.
Watch out! I rushed over and pushed him out of the way.
What the? Oh, you saved me?
Well, yeah. Us dinosaurs have to stick together, right?
Right. Well, come on. Let's find a way out of here.
I went back over to the fossil and picked it up, causing my body to upgrade. I gained 5 more hearts and can now run faster than any other dinosaur. Awesome.
Look, over there.
Looking in where he pointed, I saw that a weak point of the worm's stomach was over the large pool of acid. I got it. I used my upgraded speed to dash over the pool, clearing it with ease. And I was able to bite into the stomach's wall, causing the worm to shake in pain.
Hold on.
Ah! Yes, that actually worked.
T-Bone? What happened? We really thought you were a goner.
The Wither Dino. He saved me. He's definitely part of the gang now.
Oh, thanks, but I can't stick around. I have to find more of those fossil stars.
Well, good luck, pal. The only other one I've heard about is in a horrible place. No one has ever made it out alive.
Seriously? I need that fossil though. Where is it?
Here, just follow this. But be careful.
I followed the raptor's map to a strange ruin entrance leading underground. Once inside, I saw the place was full of ancient rooms, but there wasn't a soul in sight. Huh, that's weird. The only tunnel I could find that led deep within was blocked with rubble, so I began to mine away at it with my powerful bite. But the second I broke the first block, prehistoric silverfish came rushing out of it and bit me back. Whoa, where did you guys come from? On days 22 to 26, the silverfish came swarming around me, and even though they were small, their sheer numbers began to overwhelm me. I tried to blast them back with my wither abilities, but when I took some down, it felt like more and more just kept spawning. Alright, plan B. I dashed right through the rubble and sprinted down the ruined halls of the stronghold. They were still giving chase, but thankfully with my new speed, I was much faster than them. Haha, see ya! However, I wasn't looking where I was going, as a massive crusher came slamming down in front of me. Wow! The long hallway was full of deadly traps, leading to a glowing room. It must be there. I began to carefully time my movements, making sure to quickly dash between the traps to avoid being crushed. But just when I was nearing the end, one of the silverfish caught up and bit into a trap. I was about to be crushed when I let out a powerful burst of wither energy, destroying the old stone trap. Sweet. I was able to run out into the final room, where I saw the glow was coming from an ominous-looking portal. What is this? I had no time to think, though, as a horde of silverfish came charging into the room. Okay, I don't have a choice. I leapt into the portal and was teleported into the unknown. On days 27 to 29, I opened my eyes to see that I'd been teleported into a strange ender dimension. All around me were tall pillars of obsidian, and sitting on one of them was the next fossil star. Perfect. However, multiple ender pterodactyls came flying in and hit me from the sides. What the?
What are you doing, Wither Dinosaur? We are the rulers of this realm.
Whoa. I'm not here to take this place over. I'm just here for the star.
How can we trust that you won't just attack once you have more of your ancestors' power?
I promise. I just need that power to stop the warden apes. My words still didn't seem to convince them, so they brought me over to one of the pillars with an empty pedestal.
If you really aren't here to hurt us, then you will prove it. One of our sacred end crystals has been shattered, but if you fix it, then we will give you what you seek.
All right, but how do I do that? Suddenly, I was picked up by one of the pterodactyls and flown over the void. Wait, what are you doing? Ah! Oh, you weren't trying to kill me.
The shards of the crystal are scattered here. Bring me the two halves, and then we can discuss our deal.
On days 30 to 32, while searching around the Ender Island, I found a crater with the first half of the crystal shard. Nice, this'll be easy. Just then, I heard something nearby and looked over to see an abandoned end city. Journeying inside, I found a central chamber with the second shard. But once I picked it up, the room began to shift and the exit closed behind me. That's not creepy at all. A large guardian slammed down in front of me, knocking me back.
Outsider, you are not welcome here!
Wait a minute, the pterodactyl said, but before I could explain myself, the golem hit me with another blast.
The penalty for trespassing is annihilation!
The guardian rushed in and began to use his massive size to try and push me into the deadly pits around the room. I had to fight back and blast into him with my wither abilities, but sadly, he was completely resistant to my hits. Thankfully though, each hit knocked him away from me. That's it. I got an idea and waited for him to rush again. He did what I expected, but I dodged to the side and knocked him into the deadly void with another roar.
No!
With the guardian defeated, the exit opened back up, allowing me to return to the pterodactyl. Here you go.
Good work, Wither. You may be a good ally after all.
He lifted up in the air again, but as we flew back to the main island, we saw that a massive fight was happening between the dinosaurs and the warden apes.
You fools think you're safe in this dimension? My rule does not end in the overworld. I am the king of all worlds.
On days 33 to 35, we flew quickly towards the island as I watched the ender pterodactyls falling one by one to the warden apes. I have to get the fossil now! But as I said this, we were blasted out of the air by a sonic boom. Ah!
We meet again, little T-Rex.
Looking around, I saw the fossil star was still held in one of the pillars. So I made a break for it as the ape ran after me. Thankfully though, I was able to dash forward and pick it up. I upgraded again, gained 5 more hearts, and now had new and improved wither abilities. Take this! I spun around and slammed into the ape with my new ability, taking him down. The others took notice and came in to attack.
You destroy him!
Wither, come to me!
I did as he said and dashed over just in time for the pterodactyl to use his powers to teleport us out of the end. Thanks for the save.
Don't mention it, but I should have listened to you from the beginning. Those warden apes are far too corrupt to rule this world.
I know, but now we can try to take them down together. On days 36 to 39, I brought the Ender Dinosaur back to my friends in the Hidden Valley. When we arrived, I saw that they had built themselves up some new homes, and even the Skeletal Raptor gang moved in as well.
Of course, you're part of the crew now.
Thanks. With that, I took some time to build up the Ender Pterodactyl their very own house to stay in. I'll make sure the wardens pay for what they did to your people.
Just make sure you bring me along for the fight.
I then went over and built up some space for my family to stay in once I saved them. I'll find you soon, Dad. I'll do whatever it takes to make sure you're safe.
Hey! I met this this really weird dinosaur while you were gone. He said he wanted to talk to you about your ancestors' fossils.
Really? Well, then lead the way. The baby dodo and I ran out of the base as he brought me to a massive tree, but I could instantly tell the place was corrupted over with skulk. Whoa, what happened?
I don't know. It wasn't like this when I found it.
The base of the tree then burst open as a rampaging skulk-infected dinosaur came charging out.
Wither Dinosaur, I will crush you!
What the? On days 40 to 44, the corrupted Ankylosaurus came rushing into attack. Get back! I jumped in front of the dodo bird to take the hit, but his pure strength knocked me back.
He was much nicer when I met him.
The dinosaur screeched out, causing more infection to spread around the area. Stop! I blasted into it with my roar, but it just bounced off of his armored body and only made him angrier?
The apes told me you were evil! Your reign ends here!
He slammed down onto the ground again, causing the ground to crack open below us.
Ah!
No! Hold on! I looked to where he had fallen, but the dinosaur cut me off. Stop this, please! He hit me back though again into one of the skulk pits. Ah!
Wither, is that you?
I looked at my new surroundings to see I was now in a cave full of skulk-infected roots. And all the way across from me, the baby dodo was stuck on a rock. That entire thing's gonna be infected.
I'm scared.
Hold on! On days 45 to 47, the skulk in the cave began to grow as I tried to make my way to the baby dodo. Tendrils lashed out at me as I jumped between the rocks, and some would even take out the platforms behind me.
Be careful.
Don't worry about me, I've got this! I continued to leap closer, using my dash to make the jumps I couldn't reach. But right before I got to him, the skulk rose into a tall wall. No, get out of my way! I angrily let out a powerful roar into the wall, which caused it to wither away? Whoa, I could do that? Finally, I was able to make it to the baby dodo and dash with him to safety.
That was amazing. How did you do that?
I don't know. I guess I'm even stronger than I thought. We went down the tunnel until we reached the center of the massive tree. And there in the center, I saw a mass of skulk corruption that was affecting everything around it. That must be what's causing this. Stay here. I let out another blast of my powers, causing the infection to wither away. And as I did this, I saw the skulk had grown over another fossil star. No way! However, we heard something begin to shake the tree from outside.
What are you doing to my tree?
On days 48 to 52, I had to dash away as the corrupted dinosaur came charging in to stop me. Can't you see? I'm trying to help! He was completely mad though, and kept trying to crush me with his powerful tail. I knew I had to ignore him and focus another blast on the skulk in the center. Yes, one more should do it. But just then, the Ankylosaurus landed another hit, taking me down to low hearts. Ah!
Stupid Wither! You think you can just do whatever you want?
No, I'm doing this to save you! I fired out a blast that hit the dinosaur head on, launching him back into the last pit of skulk. And because of this, both the trees and his infection withered away.
What happened to me? Did I hurt anyone?
Almost, but you're okay now. With that, I was able to grab the next fossil star, causing me to upgrade. I gained 5 more hearts and grew into an even stronger dinosaur.
So it is you! I've been searching for you, Wither. There is a sacred place you should know about. It's one tied to your people's very core.
Sweet. Where is it? On days 53 to 56, the baby dodo led the other dinosaur to our base, while I followed their directions into a dark wasteland. Whoa, I feel connected to everything here. I looked up to see a large mountain ahead of me, with a voice that echoed out from it.
This way, Wither.
Okay. Cautiously, I followed the voice into the center of the mountain, where bubbling wither essence flowed all around me. What is this place? Suddenly, a shape came rushing out of the ground in front of me and into the air. Wow!
This place is where your kind tested its worth. to see if they were strong enough to be granted my power.
You gave my ancestors their power? Well, test me. I need to be stronger. Instantly, the platform I was on was encased in burning wither essence, trapping me in. What the? Without warning, a wither skull came flying through it and exploded onto me. Another skull then hit me from the other side, out of nowhere. Hey!
Who are you, really? Are you the next leader of your people? Or a coward?
On days 57 to 59, I continued to be bombarded with wither skulls from the other side of the walls. I am not a coward! Firing off randomly, I tried to fire off into the essence, but another skull blasted me from the side.
You have heart, young Wither. But you still haven't shown me you can lead our people.
His continuous attacks brought me down to low hearts, but I wasn't going to give up. My family needs me. I'm gonna save them. With my new resolve, another skull came flying out, but I dodged out of the way.
Show me. Aren't you just hungry for power? Or will you be better than the ones before you?
I could hear more about to fly in, and I knew another hit would surely take me down. I'm gonna be the strongest, and I'll save everyone and lead them all. My rage shot out a powerful wither burst that made the walls disappear within an instant.
Now, I see. But you must know, leading isn't all about power. Strength isn't the only quality that makes you a leader.
With that, the spirit shot out another blast that caused me to flash into a vision.
You won't get away with this. My people will not fall too.
You are so pitiful. You were never made to rule this world. You are idiots. I will lead this world into a new age where everything is skulk.
What the? Dad? Where are they?
You are still not ready to face the apes. But you see, there will always be someone stronger. You need to show him you can be better.
In a flash, the wither spirit disappeared, and in his place was a powerful looking withering essence. What do I do with this?
You'll know what to do when the time is right.
On days 60 to 63, I made my way back to my base, where I saw the baby dodo bird and the ankylosaurus had made it there safely.
Thank you for saving me again, Wither. I don't know how I let the skulk take over.
Don't mention it. Come on, let's make you a new home. With that, I got to work building him up his very own place to stay.
Perfect! So, did you find that sacred land I was telling you about?
Yep, and I got this strange wither essence. I think it's supposed to help us stop the warden apes, but I don't know how.
You'll find a way, Wither. You always do.
Just then, we heard a loud explosion outside of the base.
Ah! Loud noises!
It's alright, everyone calm down. I'll take a look. I went towards the explosions to see two small triceratops creepers blowing themselves up.
Your turn, your turn. Okay. Watch this.
Another explosion shot out under the dinosaur as they flew straight up into the air.
Nice one! It's good to finally blow off some steam. The Elder has been so annoying lately. After he found that wither fossil.
Wait, they're talking about the last fossil star. Hey, are you guys?
Ah! A T-Rex! Run!
On days 64 to 68, the young dinosaurs raced ahead as I used my upgraded speed to chase after them. Just slow down! I was about to cut them off when they both exploded upwards in the air.
Haha! We're not gonna be dino meat!
Seriously? I continued to run after them, but I had no way of slowing them down without hurting anyone. And one of them blasted the tree behind them, causing it to slam down in front of me. I angrily charged to the end of the path, where I saw the two of them laughing in the middle of an ocean cove.
What a stupid dinosaur!
I bet he couldn't even tell his tail from a tree branch.
I said, stop! I was about to run over to them when suddenly I was hit with an explosion from the side. I looked up and saw a powerful creeper triceratops elder.
What do you think you're doing?
On days 69 to 73, the elder dinosaur was about to attack me again.
Get him! Get him! them!
Wait! Listen, I just came because those two were talking about the last fossil star. Do you have it?
What we have is not your concern, Wither. We have our own problems to deal with.
He tried to blast me back, but I quickly dashed to the side to dodge out of the way. Please, what if I help you with your problem? Then can we talk about my ancestors' fossils? The elder reluctantly agreed and led me around the coastline until we saw an island out in the water, full of cavemen. That's your problem?
They have been hunting my children and taking the gunpowder we dropped for their crazy weapons. If you can go over there and get them to leave, I'll give you the fossil star.
Sounds like a deal. Getting low into the water, I swam as quietly as I could to the island and raised my heads just to peek towards it. Alright, what's going on here? Looking around, I saw countless cavemen were running around and placing down TNT in a massive pile.
Now, do we fire?
No, fire bad. It's go boom boom.
Oh, fire bad.
Is that what they're using all the gunpowder for? Alright, I just need to get them to leave. On days 74 to 77, I came charging out of the water and roared out to try and scare away the humans.
Ooh, that's new weapons.
Wait, what? They all began to pull out their deadly weapons and fire out explosives right towards me. But as I ran around, I caused them to hit their own people. You guys are way too reckless with this stuff. Just then, another explosion hit me back. Yeah!
Ha ha ha! Stupid dino! We aren't scared of you!
Oh yeah? Well, why don't you blast me to pieces then, huh? He angrily fired at another TNT, but this time, I dodged out of the way with a dash, making it land right next to a massive pile.
Uh-oh.
Explosions rocketed out from the pile as the entire island blew up. Thankfully, I was able to dive back into the water as all the humans ran for their lives.
Why? This happens every time!
And with that, the cavemen's supply of TNT had been dealt with, and they all left in fear. That's what you get for messing with the dinosaurs. On days 78 to 80, I swam back to the Creeper's Cove and told them about the humans. So, can I get the fossil now?
Of course. Come with me.
He led me back into the jungle and down into a strange clearing. Where is it? Suddenly, the Triceratops struck the walls with his horns, causing rubble to block off the exit.
You won't be getting that fossil. I know your kind. You will only use it to rule against us with an iron fist.
He charged into me, blasting me back. Whoa! We made a deal! I'm only trying to save my family!
And I'm trying to protect my own!
He wasn't backing down and continued to try and take me down no matter what I said. So with no other choice, I began to fight back, using all the abilities I'd gained from my ancestors. I don't want to do this, please! He rammed into me again though, knocking me down to low hearts.
I could never work with a T-Rex. You and I will always be enemies.
With one final charge, he was about to take me down when we heard someone yell out.
Dad!
We both stopped and looked up to see that the cavemen had come back and trapped the young Triceratops in a cage.
This will teach you not to mess with us!
No!
On days 81 to 85, the Elder tried to rush in to save them, but I knew he wasn't gonna make it. So I sent out a roar that pushed the cavemen back, which allowed him to lead up and slam down in between them and the cage.
Nice dinosaur! Nice dinosaur!
With another powerful explosion, he took the humans down before they could even fight back. I then bit open the cage to release the other Triceratops so they could reunite with their elder.
You saved us!
I did, but I couldn't have without the Wither's help. Maybe you aren't like I thought you were.
I understand. But please, I need that fossil to save my family. He finally understood and threw me over the 6th fossil star. I picked it up, causing the last piece of my ancestors to begin to upgrade me. I now had 35 hearts and became the strongest dinosaur of the prehistoric age. Yes, this is awesome.
Use that power well, Wither. And if you do stop those apes, make sure you lead this world well.
I will. I promise. On days 86 to 90, I was leading the Triceratops back to my base when we came across a skulk-infected pit in the ground.
Everyone, gather around! The time has finally come.
That's the warden ape. I have to check this out. You guys go ahead and tell the others. After splitting ways with them, I made my way down the tunnel until I came into a large ancient city deep underground. This is like the vision that Spirit showed me. And there, at the highest point, I saw the warden apes gathered around their leader.
It is finally time for our empire to grow. Not just underground, not just the Wither Dinosaur lands, but the entire world. And now we have the perfect soldiers to do just that.
Walking out next to them was Warden T-Rexes? No, Dad!
We will conquer the world for you, my king.
This can't be happening. Dad, snap out of it! I recklessly ran into the city and rushed towards my father.
Hold on, he needs to see this.
Please, come on, Dad. Don't let him.
Enough! This world is full of weaklings like yourself. It needs a true leader to rule over it, and that leader is the Warden Apes.
What?
You can't save them now, Wither. Men, grab him!
On his command, the other apes rushed in to try and capture me. When they came in close, I used my new ability to explode with Wither energy, knocking them back. You won't get away with this! With that, I had no choice but to run and leave my people behind. On days 91 to 94, I returned to my base defeated.
What's wrong? The Triceratops said you found the Warden apes. Did you stop them?
No, they turned my people against us, and I don't think I'll be strong enough to stop them all.
Well, don't be silly, Wither. You might not be enough, but you have us.
That's right! I've been waiting to smack around some of those guys for a while now. What they did to my tree!
And I still need to pay them back for my home. You're not alone in this fight.
Thank you guys. I don't know what I'd do without you.
We wouldn't be here without you. Let us return the favor.
Yeah! Let's show him who the real king of the dinosaurs is.
Everyone began to cheer as they ran off to prepare for the coming fight. I'm gonna find a way to save you, Dad, if it's the last thing I do. On days 95 to 99, my friends and I headed out and met the marching Warden army.
What is this? The Wither Dinosaur really thinks his little pack can take on my entire army? Pathetic!
We're not gonna stand by and let you take over this world. You've nearly destroyed everything we love. Our homes, our family. Your reign ends here.
Don't make me laugh. Destroy them, boys!
His army of Skulk Apes came charging into attack. We faced them head on, with each of my friends using their abilities to overpower groups of them at a time.
That's for infecting my tree, you freaks!
We continued to push back against them, as we were actually putting up a fight. But then...
Ha ha! Take that! Oh, dear heavens!
No! I ran over and barely managed to push the dodo bird out of the way of my father's attack. Dad, snap out of it!
It's over, son. You will never be strong enough to stop us!
He was about to bite into me when I felt a power like nothing I'd ever felt before wash over me. The Wither Essence. It's time! I sent out a roar at my father, which hit him head on. But instead of hurting him, it completely healed him and the rest of my family.
My boy, you did it! You saved us!
Yes!
What? No, you are under my rule. This is my world.
The ape leader suddenly leapt up into the air and slammed down, causing me and him to fall into the darkness below.
Son!
On day 100, the Warden Ape leader and I fell deep below the earth and back into the ancient city.
Let's see how strong you really are when you're in my domain.
Shooting up all around me were deadly skulk tendrils that began to slow down my movements. He then used this opening to rush up and started to hit me around with his massive fists. I was trying to fight back, but his overwhelming power was becoming too much for me to take on. I blasted him back with a roar, but that's when I noticed the skulk around was healing him? I have to get rid of that skulk first. I began to focus on the infection around the cave and blasted at the floor with my wither abilities.
What? Stop that!
With another roar, I withered away the rest of the skulk, but this allowed him to land another hit, which took me down to low hearts. Ah!
You may have cleared this city of my skulk, but it will all just grow back.
He was about to summon more tendrils to take me down, but I landed a powerful slam attack first to cut him off. I think it's time for a new ruler, one that actually helps others rebuild what you destroyed. I put all my strength behind one last Wither roar. This hit him head on, finally taking him down for good. Yes, I did it. I actually did it.